Alright guys, so previously showed you guys how to create a Google Classroom. So again, I'm still making tutorials for students, so I thought I would make tutorials with teachers showing how I'm doing things just so that it's here for you to use. So in this tutorial, I'm going to create an assignment, actually probably a few assignments, so that they can see how to do certain things and see what their page will look like as the school year gets started. Okay, so as a teacher, you can do a lot of things here, but this is just going to focus on assignments because the rest of it's mostly aesthetic and we don't really have to worry about it too much. Okay, so a few things though that actually I'll make a different video over this. So for now, we're just creating assignments. So if you go down to the bottom of your page here, there's a plus button. You'll use this for everything. So this plus button, you can create an announcement, you can create an assignment, or you can create a question. Each of these functions a little differently, and we'll sort of go through each one and what they do. So first, create an announcement. So I click this. And this will pop up this dialog box here. One thing about Google Classroom is that for the most part it is so user-friendly, very simple. So an announcement, it literally is what it sounds like. You will create an announcement. This will be an announcement that all your students will be able to see. So announcement, say I want to say, hey, welcome back to school. I can select which class that this will be announced in, so I'm just going to put it example 1. But if you wanted to, you could click all of your classes, so this is really nice, and you could send this announcement to all of your classes if you wanted to send out some sort of announcement like, hey, not going to be here tomorrow, there will be a sub, do your work. You could click the check next to all of your classes and the classes that you have selected. It will send that announcement to, so that's really nice. So for now, I'm just going to put my English example, and then it will send that announcement out if I wanted to. Now, say I wanted to say, hey, welcome back to school. Watch this video before we get started. And then I could click add a YouTube video into this. So I could search anything out on YouTube. So say maybe I wanted them to know how to do something. Here we'll just go over here. So this is my yearbook class. I told them, hey guys, before you get going, we are going to get a little bit of homework on cutouts. Where did my announcement go? Okay, so here I could just paste this YouTube video in, and it'll search it. No videos found. That's probably because I have it as unlisted. But anyway, you get the idea. So cancel. I could include a video. I could go to my Google Drive. So maybe, you know, I wanted to say, hey guys, don't forget to order your yearbook. And I wanted to attach the yearbook flyer, and I could post it. And it would post it at the top, puts your announcement here, and it puts the file here. They can click that file and see what you posted in there for them. Okay, so it doesn't stop there. You could add a class comment, things like that. Alright, so that's an announcement. The announcement, I believe, always goes to the very top of your page when you make an announcement. So there's a few things that you can do once you've done something. Say you made a mistake. I made a spelling error, and I want to say edit. So don't. I forgot my apostrophe. Put an apostrophe, save, easily edited. Maybe I'm done with it and I just want to delete it to keep my page clean, or I posted something somewhere I wasn't supposed to. The little 3 little dots on top of each other over here will do that for you. Alright, so now next, that's an announcement. So next, I want to create an assignment. The create assignment's nice. You can do a whole lot of things with this. So create an assignment. I'll say this is an introduction essay. So instructions. Type a 1-page essay introducing yourself to the class. Make sure to tell me at least one hobby and something you are looking forward to for the school year. Okay, so I have the title and the instructions. The due date, I can make the due date anytime I want. So say I want to give them a few days to work on it, I can make that the 29th. Time is optional. Say that you know they didn't get the assignment completed and you think that they're going to work on it during another class, but you don't really want them to do that. So say it's my 8 o'clock class. I can put the deadline at 9 o'clock a.m. and that means that they can work on it during your class, but it closes effectively at the end of the hour on Friday and they can't work on that anymore. So maybe I had an assignment prompt or a rubric that went along with this, and I have it saved in my Google Drive. I can click this. It will go up to my Google Drive, and I can click My Drive. So we'll go to this here, college writing, and so I have the prompt for them, and I just want them to see the entire prompt. I can put that up there so students can view, file, edit, or make a copy for each student. It's completely up to you what you want to do. I would not click students can edit file. Okay, be very careful with this. If students can edit your file, that means even though it's in your Google Drive, the students can go manipulate that, so they could change, the page length of the essay, or they can include weird things. So be careful. Make sure that you're reading these things carefully. You don't want to give your students too much power because they can do chaos. We know that. So students can view file. And then assign. I click assign and it will assign the assignment. So now it is here in what they call stream. Everything that happens in your class, it will just get created here, and your students will see that. Over here on the side, it's kind of nice. They can view all, or you can view all, all the things that you've assigned. You can see this. To review, it tells you, hey, I have not looked at this yet, and no one has done it either. So it'll tell you how many of your students have done the assignment and how many have not done it. So that is very helpful. So I have one student enrolled here. Let me go back here. So the tabs at the top, so I click student, and I have one student, student 1, it's my example student, and so I know that I have one student, so I want to look at this. This tells you how many people have done it, have not done it. So done, I know that not a single student has done this assignment. And if I see the not done, I can click it, and it will tell me right here that the student has not done this. Down the side, it'll let you see all these things. Okay, so another thing, so say it's done, the deadline's passed, this assignment is closed. I can revise this real fast so that we can do that, edit. Okay, so we'll say that this assignment was supposed to have been done today. It is currently 1 o'clock p.m. and it was supposed to be due at 9 p.m. So save, saving, and it says it's due 9 o'clock a.m. It's not done. So I click not done, and I can see all the students who have done and not done it. So student 1, it tells me he is late. So that's nice too. So now add a grade. Well, he didn't turn it in, so he gets a 0. And over here it will let you assign grades. Now unfortunately you cannot move these grades over to, if you're using SIS, you cannot move those over very carefully, but you can use this to give students feedback quickly and just tell them what they made. They're more likely to see this than go check SIS. So that'll be nice, you can do that. You can sort by status, all students, not done, done. And up here you can say ungrade. Are you sure you want to update? Sure. So, if you assign a grade to it and they, you want to give them a chance to go back and revise it, you can ungrade. I believe there's also ways to edit this. But that'll take a little bit of playing around, larger than the scope of what we're doing right here. Okay, so that's create an assignment. You can do anything. You can have them upload things you can just have them, answer stuff. So say if I create an assignment, and I just want to say, see, tell me about your summer. So the students can actually come down here and sort of, they can just answer the question as well. So this is teacher view, so it doesn't really let us see what they can and can't do. You can see that with student view, which is on a different video tutorial list, but you could totally do that if you wanted to. Okay, so now finally, create a question. So my question, what do you need to review to understand how to make yearbook cutouts? That's the question that I want to send to them. So down here, I could do multiple things. I could put a multiple choice. So if I wanted to do a quiz, I could just change this to multiple choice, but I like short answer. So we'll make it due tomorrow. Instructions, make sure to write and complete sentences. So got it. So students can reply to each other. So maybe I wanted them to be able to edit their answer. I can choose that if I want them to be able to edit it, or I just want them to reply one time. Students can reply to each other. I could turn that off. So, if I wanted to maybe create a forum, I wanted them to ask, what do you need to review to understand to make yearbook cutouts? I posted that, and I'm like, okay, I want you to post a question, and I want you to reply to one other question. So not only are the students asking questions, they are becoming the teacher, and they can answer the questions themselves, so that's handy. And then they can edit the answer, so if you wanted to do that, you could. I would suggest against it. That way you can see what the students are doing each time, and they can't delete anything, so that you have a full idea of what's going on. So then I can click Ask, and it will pop that up. Okay, reuse post is the final one. So say I wanted to reuse something. I click select, and then so maybe they didn't do so well on cutouts, and it's 5 days later, and I was like, okay, we need to review this again just to make sure that you get it this time. So I would go back, I would reteach, and then I would ask again, what do you need to know how to do yearbook cutouts? And then I can just create reuse, and it will just pull up everything that I've done before. I can ask it again, and it, as you notice, it has created 2 of it, so it literally reuses it. It doesn't delete the previous one, so you can compare and contrast for collecting data. Okay, this is where they were, this is where they are now. So that is pretty well all the functions of sort of creating and manipulating the actual assignments part of Google Classroom.